Back in Here to Make It Clear, it's your host Rob Lowe bringing y'all Season 6, Episode 35. We got another Humble Yourself episode, and it's with Kassim, bro. How you feeling? How you feeling too, D? What's going on, bro?
Honestly, blessed. I'm feeling good. I'm grateful, like I was telling him. Just got off a job I hated, so amazing. I'm like, holy shit, and I get to do like something music related, so I'm happy to be here.
Oh man, out the gate, he don't even care if his job see this. Nah. He hope they see this. Right?
I hope.
Hey, we off to it, man. Y'all see he got the good energy, man. I met you at the the pool party, John. Who was doing it? Who threw it?
Creative House DMV.
My man for the win.
They're golden. Shout out to Mark.
That joint was crazy out there.
Shout out to Mark.
And you came out there with the energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? You was doing your thing, all the calls. You know what I'm saying? I thought she was going to dive in the pool.
I wanted to. I had the mic in my hand.
I was about to say, I was scared. I was scared for a second.
I was like, don't electrocute yourself.
Now, why you in the water, man? Now, why you in the water?
Alright, we had the same thought process. I was like, nigga, chill. Like, while rapping, I was like, nigga, chill.
But I love that, man. Talk about that experience.
Man, shout out to Mark. Nah, he's goated, so he hit me up. We actually did another thing, because like I worked with them 2 months ago. But what happened was the music that I was working with them with wasn't coming out yet. So the audio, it was just a weird situation. And then the team back then, they were just weird. He was like, look, homie, I'm so sorry. I'm just going to throw you on this other lineup. You down? He said it was a pool party. I was like, nigga, yeah. And so the same job I hate. The same job I hate. I called off. I was like, yo, I got to perform. And then I showed up, and it was a blessing. It was just good vibes, good food, good people, a lot of different sounds. Then after
Chef Sticks too.
Yeah, shout out to Chef Sticks. Burgers were crazy.
That fish in the back.
Yes, that shit was crazy. Even like afterwards, it was just cool to just be there. Like the whole aesthetic of being in the pool. Like I was just using a little floaty and I was just watching people perform. It just felt good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I want to get into Never Again. I need to know the crew, man. You gotta break down the crew for me, because y'all, that was a masterpiece that y'all put together.
Real? Thank you.
Masterpiece. Please break down, each crew and what the responsibility was.
Yeah. So ironically, Never Again is never gonna happen again. So like that was like the old crew. We all grew up together, PG County, Maryland. We all went to Parkdale together. And it was just a blessing for what it served. Like I even got the chat, Never Stop. But yeah, like we made, I do think we made a masterpiece. It was in the midst of quarantine. We all were collectively losing our minds apart. And then when we came together, we was able to like communicate that through music. And it was a blessing for what it served. And like, I'm glad that it came out, but I'm so excited for what's next. But yeah, they all like the day ones. I got love. They the day ones.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All the time. Now, it's day one for a lot of people. Jordans.
These? So these stuff.
Jordans.
Yeah, nah. Sheesh.
Now, I heard.
Yes.
I had heard.
Yes.
That you're going to be working with Jordan. In some capacity. No, that's the only question.
No. Yo, your boy Coach D here, man, with another one. Listen, Marique Handmade is doing something special for the fellas, man. It's doing something special for the fellas. If your confidence not all the way there and you just need a little push, a little extra sign to get you over, Big Dick Energy Body Butter. Yes, sir. Come and get a Marique Handmade.
Okay, you was looking like, why'd you say that? You're going to be working with Jordan, making shoes, right? When, where, how? Let the people know how you got to this spot, man.
Man, that's a blessing. Even, no pun intended, I'm even wearing a Nike Air shirt. So, the full circle moment, I'm going to start from the beginning, like younger me, and then get here. So younger me literally grew up in the DMV to 2 immigrant parents that ended up getting separated. So I was raised by a single mom. She couldn't, Nigeria, so she couldn't afford to buy me nice shoes. So I was that nigga who always had the East Bays, and I knew exactly what was coming out. I knew when it was coming out. I knew like the colors and everything. So I was just obsessed with like the shoes and the NBA ever since I was a little young kid. And I always told myself when I was younger, I was like, yo, when I'm gonna get older, I'm gonna afford all the joints I couldn't afford then. So back then I was wearing Payless, but I always was just drawing Jordans, always singing Jordans, looking at rap videos, seeing Kanye wear the threes, you know what I mean, seeing Jay wear these and all of that, and just loving the brand. And then as I got older and older, it got really, really obsessive. In high school, it got unhealthy. In high school, all I was spending my money on were Jordans. So it was no phone, no whip, nice shoes. You know what I mean? Young 17.
Nothing about the kicks.
Texting girls on Wi-Fi with my iPod Touch, but I had the J's. I had the J's. And so with that one was really sentimental for me too, because that's when Complex, the magazine, not even like the blog, but the magazine itself came out. That's when I got into streetwear culture. Just really started diving in. Then Tumblr came and I got really into thrifting culture. And I just kept getting flyer and flyer. By the end of high school, I won Best Dressed. And in high school, I was in a design class and a fashion class. So it's been like a thing for over 10 years. And then fast forward to now, what ended up happening was, once again, just being lost and confused, having to rebrand myself. I learned how to code because I have a lot of friends in tech and they're all like, yo, learn how to code, my nigga. I promise that shit's gonna be worth it. So I just started going on YouTube, Reddit, Discord, learn how to code, and then ChatGPT comes out and Midjourney comes out. And this is January of this year. And I'm looking at myself, I'm like, yo, nobody's doing what I'm about to do. I'm about to just start dropping Jordans and Nikes every day. And so since January, from January to April, I start hitting them bomb, 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 bomb. Just Nikes, Jordans all on my pages. And I do like a bunch of other images that had nothing to do with the shoes, just so I could tell multiple stories. Just so people don't look at me as like the shoe guy, but look at me as the AI art guy. And it worked. So what happened was Nike ended up seeing it. So I do it every day, 2 a day. By day 115, so let's say I just threw away 230 shoes. I didn't throw it away, but I just put it out there, content, you know what I mean?
Right.
On 231, they was like, yo, you know what I mean? I ended up going viral.
Now, yeah, we got to break that down because you basically just said you created 2 shoes
Yes.
for 115 days straight.
Yes, yes.
That's about 3 months,
4.5, yeah.
4.5
Yeah.
months straight before Nike even hit you up.
Yes.
Now go, because people need to hear that part.
Yeah, the consistency is how it happened. You know what I mean? Because it's cool that it happened, but the consistency is how anybody can learn to do whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, like I just kept doing it, and then it happened, and then it went viral, and it started going crazy. I went to sleep. I woke up, my phone was blowing up from messages and DMs, people trying to get in contact with me, texting, or email, like just, yo, I work at Nike, and then it just ended up happening that the person who ended up seeing it is the GOAT, like, that's my mentor, senior designer of Nike and Jordan, he ended up seeing it. And then so he was like, I'm trying to interview you in 3 days. I was like, whew. You know what I mean? But
This ain't nothing.
it's nothing, because it's like I seen it when I was a kid, so I tapped into that younger version of me.
Yeah.
And even in the interview, I talked about it. Like in the interview, no cap, I wore this exact shirt because it was the only Nike Air shirt I had. I was like, yo, I gotta show them the part. And then I had like my favorite, you know how y'all got shoes in the rack? So I had like a little rack and I threw like a bunch of my favorite shoes in the back and I was telling stories about it. Just did everything I could blow them away, and it worked. And then so I've been interning with them for 3 months and it's just been incredible. And now they're like, yo, we need you in person. And so I'm actually flying out this week. So it feels amazing. Yeah, thank you. That's the next chapter. So the best part was while that was happening, my music started blowing up. And so they was like, damn, you do music too? And then like they funded me to go to New York last month to do shows. And so I'm gonna package the whole music with the joint. I even got a song that I'm gonna show them. Y'all hear me say it first, but I got a song on my album that I just started writing specifically because of the meeting. It's called Nike Checks. It's like, I'll show y'all after the interview. But it's,
You have a fresh pair of shoes on in the video.
you see what I'm saying?
Like this?
You see what I'm saying?
God.
Even you wearing it, bro. It's a cultural thing. It's hip hop. It's African, but it's global. It's people in China wearing Jordans and Nikes. There's people in Brazil. So it's just like, I'm just excited. And honestly, I feel like it's my life's purpose. Like I feel really blessed, but I don't feel overwhelmed. That's my favorite part. But that's the whole story how it
Oh
happened.
man, that's beautiful.
I appreciate
Broke
that.
down,
I appreciate that.
So I'm chilling, you know, riding,
Mhm.
cranking to the music.
Mhm.
Song Tokyo Flower.
Woo.
Yeah.
Right? As soon as it come on,
Plus.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Uh-huh.
I tried to find, I don't know, my connection was messing up at the
For
time
sure.
I was driving,
For sure.
right? So I'm like, it gotta be a video to this junk, right? I'm trying to find a video, but I'm cranking to the song, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, dang, I feel like a director right now. I need me a dark skin with some, with a, you know, a little afro, you know what I'm saying? She out in the, having a little picnic. Hey, man, that joint put me in a nice little mood, bro.
Thank you.
How was the vibes to that? What was the studio vibes? How did you come to that song? And I need to know everything about Tokyo.
Yeah, I appreciate the research y'all did. I'm so grateful. But thank you. So Tokyo Flower, shout out to everybody on it. Odd Mojo, Chikete, So Like So. It was produced by Mr. Selector, co-produced by Chikete. And it was just a blessing. What happened was, once again, quarantine. So like, fun fact, my debut album is called Vulnerability Via Sounds. I've been working on it for 3 years. It's finally ready. But it's all about me rediscovering myself in quarantine. Because like, that really just threw me for a loop. It threw all of us for a loop. But like, me specifically, because it's like, I lost my job the first week. So like my whole, you know that Mr. Krabs meme when he's just like this? That was me 2020, like the whole year. So this is like September 2020. And I'm just doom scrolling on Twitter trying to find something. And Mojo tweets, yo, I'm trying to do a collab today. Who trying to link up? And I just bit the bullet. I was like, yeah, and I quote tweeted it. And then the next person who was on the song, it was like me, and then everybody who like was on the song, we all just hopped in and made a little quick thread to hop straight into text messaging. And then we just made it happen. And it took us 3 hours, no lie. It took us 3 hours. We didn't even know what it was at the time. But I just remember in that session, going to that session. So, fun fact, in addition to being a huge like sneaker and cultural guy, I'm also a very huge hip hop guy. So like, I just so happened to be listening to Slow Jams by Kanye on repeat that day. I don't know why, but that was the vibe. And then when they asked me, what do y'all want to make? I was like, yo, I've been bumping Slow Jams. And so, bruh, facts, Jamie, I'm glad he's alive. But yeah, so, so that was the North Star that I was chasing. It just so happens that everybody else was chasing something similar. And we just made it. And what happened, fun fact, that song was done that same day. I didn't drop it till 2 years later, specifically because of imposter syndrome. And that's the magic of music. It's like
Because of what?
imposter syndrome. Like the same exact song y'all heard, I didn't change a single thing. I just finally believed in it. You know what I mean? And it took me years, but it's like, I'm so glad, because at the time, I was in this very like toxic relationship type vibe. And so I just wasn't feeling romantic the way I wanted to feel. And when I dropped it, I was single out of it. And I was like, well, at least I know what I want. So it's beautiful how Tokyo Flower tells that whole story. And the video will be coming out, like I said, like I just had to find like a whole rebrand. Because with the debut album, what I'm noticing, specifically from like this new era of hip hop, is like, it's not about the packaging, it's more about the consistency of the content. So I'm like, yo, let me get like a high paying job where I could just keep shooting content, and then drop the video. Because what I used to do was I save up all my money for this one piece of content, drop it, and then nobody look at it. I'm like, sad. But then when I notice, it's like, nah, if I keep dropping a bunch of content and then just throw a video, then there's a flow of motion, you know? So it's coming, I promise.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, that's the way to do it, right?
Yeah.
The content got to come out. People know you consistent.
Yes.
Oh shit, when the big. Then you hit them.
Yes.
So, is this the song that you're gonna perform for the people, Tokyo Flower, or did you pick a different one?
So the one that I picked is Kenny Powers. Check, which is such a shame. My bad. I'll focus on this. Yeah. You know, legendary rap shit. Niggas moving to Portland this week. Well, trying to. It's cool. Say if you don't give a fuck, get your hands up high. Just finger fuck the sky. Tell the Lord you wanna fly. Tell the devil he can try, but my soul will never die. Ayy, never die. See, my soul will never die. Ayy, Kenny Powers. Yo, rap like this for like many hours, rap like this on the track with a bat like this, make platinum hits. Ayy, back like this with a brat ass fat like shit. Brown is the only lick we sip. Super duper fly feature on my fry. Hope this makes it on the mix tape. Time and time again, I gotta tell him, ayy, seeing is believing. Boy, keep dreaming, but don't sell them. Ayy, labels they keep fiending, telling me that they could feed me. They old school like Mr. Feeney. I'm so youthful, you can't help me, no. Look. Now I'm marching through the madness. Y'all just playing in the traffic. I'm a genius, crash dummy. I just made hits off an accident. All this nice shit, I ain't asked for this. Feels sorta like magic. Surfing on the sofa laughing. This was all meant to happen. 20 never to the day I did. Eastbound and down. I don't wanna make these hits if my homies not around. Yeah, I do it for my city. I'm about to shut it down with my team. Ayy, only with my team. Ayy, 20 never to the day I eastbound and down. I don't wanna make these hits if my OG's not around. Yeah, I show up in your city. I'm about to shut it down with my team. Ayy, only with my, okay. Now I just feel like the chosen one. Knew I was Neo with 301. Knew I could break through the matrices. All I ever see is 0 1s. All I ever see is 1 and 0s. What that mean? All 10 and dimes. All she ever see is dollar signs. She a Cancer sign, but that ass is benign. Hit from behind only half of the time. Other half I just be rolling a half. Me and my team, yeah, we rolling the smack. Not many things in this world we can't have. Time and time again, I gotta tell them only money's what I'm saving. I'm a legend in the making bounce. And I said, down and down. I don't wanna make these hits if my homies not around. Yeah, I do it for my city. I'm about to shut it down with my team. Ayy, only with my team. Ayy, 20 never to the day I eastbound and down. I don't wanna make these hits if my OG's not around. Yeah, I show up in your city. I'm about to shut it down with my team. Ayy, only with my. I said if you don't give a fuck, get your hands up high, just finger fuck the sky. Tell the Lord you wanna fly. Tell the devil he can try, but my soul will never die. Ayy, never die. See my soul will never die. Say if you don't give a fuck, get your hands up high, just finger fuck the sky. Tell the Lord you wanna fly. See I wrote you all these songs just so our souls gon' harmonize. Ayy, harmonize, so our souls gon' harmonize. Kassim, Kenny Powers, Vulnerability via Sounds coming very, very soon. Nikes and Jordans coming very, 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 very soon.
Yeah.
Benji, bless. That's my baby. That's my baby. So Kenny Powers, the story about that is amazing. So I technically wrote it in 2016. What happened was I was a junior in college, and I switched my major, and my mom kicked me out. It was the craziest thing. Her and I had like a very rough patch, but she was mad that I wanted to be a rapper. So I originally went to college to be a doctor. Pre-med, I hated it. It was only.
I mean, that's a mean switch,
bro. It was literally just being Nigerian. Like,
I ain't want to say it. I was switch.
Yeah, it was just like it was the pressure of my cousins and everybody at church. Like, yo, I'm going to med school. Like, fuck, I want to write raps. You know what I mean? But it wasn't until I read Decoded by Jay, and I heard acid rap, and I was like, yo, I'm miserable in this pre-med shit. So behind her back, since I was over 18, I switched.
Chance to rap.
Yeah, Chance is goated. But yeah, like literally, I switched my major without telling her, and I told her after I was like committed to it. And then I told her why I was doing it. And she was just like, yo, get out of my house, da 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 da. And I started living with friends. And when I was living with specific friends, we were living around UMD. They used to watch a show called Eastbound and Down. There was this character named Kenny Powers. And like, I just connected with that character so hard. And I wrote that song while sleeping on their couch. And then I, like, same thing, imposter syndrome. I ain't dropped it for 2 years. I dropped it on my 24th birthday and instantly knew that joint was special. And then 5 years later, out of nowhere, because of Spotify playlist and the algorithm, it starts going crazy. Now it's my biggest song. And so that was the one that y'all heard me do at the pool party. Like, yeah, that's my go-to. So I'm gonna do that.
Sound like a plan, bruh. Go-to got to have you coming back.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
My man.
I appreciate it, yo.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate it, yo.
Kassim in the building. Love. Peace.